Okay, nice coffee and a sandwich there. And to Oban it's 50 miles and a sat nav says it's going to take 2 hours and 21 minutes. Well, that's a nice little ride out. Tarbert, what an unexpected delight. I hope it's sending me the right way. This promises to be a spectacular ride. Back down at sea level. Beautiful twisty roads. This tarmac is what I'm used to in England. This is just, it's velvety smooth. You can tell when the surface is really bad by what the camera's doing. If it's bumpy, it's just doing this all the time. But no, this is rather nice in the main. Oop, that bit wasn't so good. These are proper driver's roads. Keeps the brain active. It's involving, you have to ride or drive your machine. Not like a motorway where you can just basically fall asleep. I'm not a fan of motorways. The other problem with motorways and dual carriageways on a bike is that you're mainly upright, so you end up squaring your tyres off, which means the middle wears and the outer edges hardly do. So in a matter of just a few thousand miles, the centre line's bald and your expensive tyres are scrap. bumpy line down the middle there. Fabulous. Little port by there, a little marina. And another harbour side town. There's something almost Mediterranean about these places. I'm sure the weather's got a lot to do with it. "37 miles to go." There's some considerable rain clouds brewing up behind. Now, I did see on the forecast that around about now at La Cranza there'd be rain for about an hour or so, but at Oban there won't be, so I've escaped it. Fingers crossed. Well, just as I say that, there's a few spots. I don't think it's going to be anything too severe. Just on the edge of it, I think. I hope. And it's gone ominously dark. It smells good. The smell of rain. In fact, this is the first bit of rain on the entire trip so far. It's Saturday, and Monday is set to be quite a bit of rain. So whatever campsite I'm at the time, I think I'll make it a 2-night stop. And after that, it's all set to brighten up again. very sudden change of landscape. It's gone quite lunar. It only really struck me this morning just what it is I'm undertaking. I'm not just doing 1 or 2 islands, I'm doing 6 and 9 ferry journeys. So far I've done 1 island and 2 ferries, so another 5 islands and 7 ferries to go, not counting the return journeys from Shetland to Orkney and Orkney to the mainland, because by the time I get to the top of Shetland I will consider the mission completed. Filming, especially when you're embarking on a new venture and you've talked about it and hyped it up for so long and promised so much, if it turns out to be a complete crock, there's always this thought on your mind, especially while you're filming, you think, oh, I've got nothing. As I find with Travels by Narrowboat, I often think that while I'm filming, I think, I'm going along here, this is, it's nothing. But once you edit it, you see that it flows, and makes a good story, a good tale. Bit of a diversion here. I'm assuming we're catching back up with that main road again. The sat-nav hasn't tried to redirect me yet, because this sat-nav you can connect to your mobile and get up to the minute traffic information and road closures, but I haven't done that. But yeah, I think it's going to be all right. And my God, where are we arriving? What a detour! Well, thank you, Highway Scotland. If you hadn't done the detour, I wouldn't have seen this. Wow. Look at this. Staggering. It's another sort of harbour. It's tidal, because you can see the tide's out, so it's not a lock. My. I've often spoken to people before, when I've been to Scotland, and I've said that it's just one incredible view after the other. Each turn, each bend in the road equals a new, equally impressive view, and it's not unfounded. Yeah, I don't know what the hold up is here. Let's just whip through here, get behind these bikes. That's better. There we go. Now we've got ourselves a convoy. Looks like we've got a GS, we've got 2 GS's. I'm not sure what the one directly in front is. Like a Suzuki Bandit or something like that. Sit up and beg, as they call them. Yeah, the GS right down the front without any luggage, the one in the middle with the top box. I don't tend to ride in groups, but these impromptu little ride outs, you just sort of ride along in company and enjoy the roads and the experience together. Back to some of that velvety smooth tarmac. Arduin. Once again, I apologise for if I make a complete corned beef hash of any of these Scottish place names. I don't just restrict it to Scottish place names. I make a complete mess of Welsh place names as well, and sometimes English place names. Yet another change of vista. There's a certain motorcycle riding gentleman you may have heard of by the name of Ewan McGregor, who of course is from Scotland, and he frequently says in his Long Way Round, Long Way Down, Long Way Up series that the entire world was modelled on Scotland. Scotland has it all. You know, there's Switzerland, Canada, and the French Alps. There's prairie plains, lochs like you get in the Lake District, harbours that look like the south of France, Monaco. It has the lot. It's nice when you have such low down power like you get in a GS. You can just ride the power band up these little inclines. Shame it's spoiled by a bus, so you can't quite get into that sweet spot. Big hole down there. Alright, I'm going for it. That's the way you do that. That was just third gear, bottom end. BMW GSs are renowned for their bottom end sort of pickup and pull. So that's just one gear, third gear, and past. Snicker into fourth and drop in behind this van. Effortless and quite safe. Visibility was very good, straight bit of road, within the speed limit, no harm done. Alright, I need to get past this coach really. It's been a bit of a pain holding up the traffic. I can probably take this grey van, possibly the white van, on this straight bit coming up. See how it goes. Yeah, let's I don't think I'll go for the coach though. In my younger days, possibly. So you just got to bide your time. Little victories rather than huge huge campaigns. Just little victories, if that's the right word. Well, he wasn't giving me a lot of room, was he? Playing some psychological game there of would I or wouldn't I? Well, yes, I would. We're now in a 30 zone. And we're going down here. Now entering a 60. Okay, there's no way I'll be doing 60 along here. But right now, this is 25. I hope the sat-nav didn't just send me down this little track to then bring me back to the main road and I end up back behind that bus. Possibly not. Or possibly it did. I think we're heading back towards the main road. Yep, I did end up back behind the motorbikes and vans and coach. Three and a half miles to Oban. Now coming up on Oban, but I'm going to carry on past and go to the campsite. Hopefully, based on my experience with the other campsites, we'll have availability, or for that matter still be open. So it's a bit hit and miss at the moment whether campsites and smaller businesses in general, whether they'll still actually be going. Since the various happenings of the last 4 or 5 years, a lot of small businesses have fallen by the wayside. Tourism industry especially. Oban, a much more built up area, and it has a Lidl. I'm going to pop in here, just get a few little bits of fodder. By here will do. Look at this, made for it. That's some stuff I got from Lidl's, but there's also a Tesco here, because believe it or not, Lidl's didn't have any sprouts, and it's been a few days. I need some greenery, so I've got some asparagus tips and some lamb steaks. But yeah, I could do with some sprouts. I need my greens. Yeah, I came to Oban about 2 years ago when I went to the Isle of Mull, as I'm about to do again. And it's quite a sprawling metropolis, right by the sea and in the middle of nowhere. And all I have to do is remember how you get to Tesco. I'm not sure if this is the way. I don't think it is. Can I go up that way? Anything up there? No. And at this rate, I'm going to end up at the ferry terminal. And I don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. Right, let's turn round. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Nice, impressive ferry terminal. I think we go back up here. Oh, across. Yeah, I remember this traffic congestion. You'd think you're in London. In London, mate. Know what I mean, eh? Alright, mate? Oi, come on. Oi, you. Get out of the way. Oi. Oi. Talk to you. Oi. Let's start off with another gratuitous shot of my bike. The water is incredibly clear.